this first set, he said that A equal Praguw and some kind of letters for P and some kind of letter for C, and he wants you to get what? To get A intersect with B. Do you remember our signs? You want me to remind you with that here? It's okay. If I have this, it means union, which means all elements, and here common only. And here difference, which means what? First set only. And if I have any set and there is dash some kind of that, it means outside. Outside A, but in U, which is the universal. And we have some kind of that, which means what? Which means subset. And here, belong to. And here, doesn't belong to. Okay? So if we have A intersect with B, which means what? Which means common. Let's talk about common. Here, who can tell me the common between A and B? Can you see it well? Anyone? Okay, if I wanted to get a common, take the smallest one, which is P. Okay? And take P. P, letter P. P is exists here and here, so it's here. And what about A? A is exists here and here? Yeah, so it's here. What about R? Yeah, it exists. Okay, what about I? No, it's not exist, so I will not put it in the common. What about S? It's not exist, so I finished my question. Then P, common or union, P, union, C. P, union, C. What does it mean? Yeah, this sign means all. So I have to put all the elements which exist in P and exist in C. Are you ready? Where is P and C? I will put all the elements that is in P first. P includes P, A, R, I, S. Do you remember our golden rule that we talked about? Here, if I want to put some letters down, which is exist in C, I just want to be sure that's not exist in the up set. Okay? So B is exist, and I didn't write it before. So I will write it here. U is exist, and I didn't write it before. So I will put it here. D, it's not written before, so I put it here. What about A? No, I wrote 8 before, so I will not write it another time. Okay, it's very important. So as A is doesn't, it will not be written another time. P, it will not be written another time because I wrote it before. And E, I didn't write it before, so I will put it here. S, I wrote it before, so I will not put it here. And what about T? No, I didn't put it before, so I will put it here. Did you get it? It's very important. Can you hear me well? Okay. Here, look at this question. D is include some letters, and E some letters, and F some letters. Put one of the letters D, E, or F in the box below to make the statement correct. So, what is the intersection which gave me phi, which is the null or the empty set? A intersect with what in phi? It means what? It means if I started to talk about A, this is A. Up. I want to see some kind of set which has no common between A and it. So let's put it here. If I have A includes P, R, A, G, U, E. So if I look at here, I will start to choose one which is not it doesn't have any of these elements. Who can help me and write any about your answer? It's very important to check. So now let's take some question which has some kind of difficult. It's not difficult, of course, but we will make it together. Look at here. He wants me to complete the Venn diagram. Okay? Can you try to help? 5. He said that in a survey of 50 people, he make what? 3 owned a cat, 25 owned a dog, 6 owned neither cat or dog. Complete the Venn diagram. If you want me to complete the Venn diagram, I will make what? Do you remember? First, the number which doesn't have any of cat or dog, it will be out. Okay? Right? It will be written outside the circles inside the box. Okay? Added up the number of people who owned a cat, owned a dog, and owned neither. It means what? If I added them together, it's gonna be 30, 25, and 6, which has 61. Okay? Okay? Are you okay? Now I make what? I want to add up the number of people who owned a cat, owned a dog, and owned neither. Subtract it from the total number of people who were survived to find the number of the people who owned both cat and dog. So now I have 61, and we have a survey of 50, only 50. So I will make 61 minus 50. It's gonna be 11. Now I want to make what? I want to find the number of people who owned a cat only by subtracting the number of people who owned a cat and a dog from the number of people who owned a cat. Right?
Right.
So I'm gonna make what? I'm gonna make 30 minus 11, which has 19. Now if I want to find the number who owned a dog only, I will subtract the number of people who owned a cat and dog from the number of people who owned a dog, which we have 25 minus 11, which is gonna be 14. So here, if I want to get the cat, how many people have cat? It's 19. How many people have dog? Here's 14. How many people have dog? It's here 14, right? And who's in the middle? There are 11, which has dog and cat. Now, what is the remainder? The remainder is 6. He said 6. Neither has put a cat or dog. Okay? You get it? All of these questions from past papers. So because of that, it's important. Okay, the last one I guess we will take. Let's make it from the medium question. Okay. Look at here. A, B, and C are 3 sets. Okay? A intersect with B in phi. Ready? Can you hear me all? Okay. And C is subset of A. C is subset of A. What's the meaning of subset of A? It means all the elements of A, of C, is part of A. All the elements of C is part of A. Now let's talk about it. If I said that this point C is subset of A, do you remember why we talk about the integers and the irrational and some kind of that? We said if you have natural is part of integers, and integers is part of rational, right? And rational is part of real. Do you remember this? Now it's the same. C is subset of A. C is subset of A. It means what? It means all C is included in A, right? Now he told me that A and B doesn't have intersection. Okay, if I see this part, it must have some kind of part which has intersection. But what does it mean if we don't have any intersection? It means that they are part of each other, like that. Now we have B, it must be part of A, and C must be inside the set of A. Get it?
Got it.
Okay, then he told me to get what? On the Venn diagram, shade the region that represent A intersect with C dash. Oops, What's the meaning of C dash? It's difficult. No, it's not difficult. Do you remember C dash? The complementary of C? Look, let's remind it together
مس
here. Yeah, what does it mean?
الشات هو
Huh?
مس هو حضرتك حاطة سؤال أو حاجة زي كده عشان مفيش سؤال باين.
Elements. C dash means all the elements except C. C can't be exist in C dash. They are elements which has very, very, very noisy things together. No, it doesn't have any intersection together. So this is a group and this is another group and they are fighting all the time. So I can't see them together. So C dash is what is all the elements except C. Okay, now I know. But he told me to get what? To get A intersect with C dash. If I said A intersect with C dash, so I'm going to get all of that inside A only. Did you get it?
Got it.
If you have any question in that, just tell me. It's okay for me.
What time will we finish?
Are you get bored?
A little bit.
Why? Don't you like math?
I like math.
Okay. I guess we finished. We can stop it now. I don't know the common mistake. First, confusing about what? About natural and whole number. Natural is counting, which has 1, 2, 3. Whole is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so natural doesn't exist with 0. Now, thinking that every irrational number is not real. No, irrational number, I know that's a very, very strange name, but irrational number are real number. Okay, what else I can put it as a common mistake? Writing repeated elements in a union. That 1, 2, 3, it's a group, and 3, 4, 5 is another group. If I said that this is A and this is B, and I want you to get the union between A and B, you will say it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. No, 3 exists, so don't write it another time. Now 4, 5, and close your pattern. So this is very important. Writing repeating elements in a union, it's not right. All of that is common, huh? Common mistake. Then confusing union with intersection. If it's union, if it's intersection, no. Union is all. And this sign is intersection, which means common only. Okay? What else? Forgetting that the complement must come from the universal set. What's the meaning of that? If I have the complement like A dash, it means all the elements in universal and not in A. It doesn't have the elements of A. Okay, what else? The last thing, I guess, finding the difference in the wrong order. Finding the difference in the wrong order. A different B, it doesn't equal B different A. Because A different B means all the elements that exist in A and doesn't exist in B. And B different A, it means all the elements that exist in B and doesn't exist in A. Okay? I guess we finished today. I hope you understand.